What up, guys? Once again, it's your boy, One Fishing Vet, and today we're gonna do a different type of video. It's gonna be a safety video because a lot of videos that I watch, some of these guys is, I don't know, maybe they professional swimmers or what, but man, that ocean is nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. So one of the first things that I do is when I load this kayak, before I even load the kayak up, I make sure that I have my PFD. That is a must. I wear it 24/7. When I get out my truck and I'm unloading my kayak, I try to always remember to put that on first before I even pull this thing in the water or do anything else with it. Excuse TV in the background. I make sure I have this thing on 24/7. That's the first thing that I put in my truck when I leave this house. My PFD goes first. And a lot of little safety things that I think actually in Texas, it might be like some kind of law or something. Everybody got to have a whistle. Everybody has to have a whistle on their PFD. I have a whistle on mine, and thank God I ain't never had to use it, but I always carry an extra one just in case somebody's out there that don't have one. I got an extra whistle. Man, please wear this thing, man. This thing can save your life. Because I'm telling you, the water can change in a matter of seconds. Any given day, it can be out there calm. You can look at the weather channel and say, it can be calm. And you look back and all you know, you just see big waves. Things change that fast out there on that water. So please wear this thing. Second thing, I make sure I always have, and this might not be in, everybody might have their own order, but I'm just saying the PFD is always gonna be the first thing. When I'm actually transporting this thing, I transport it on the truck bed extender that I got down here. I bought that little thing from Arbor Freight, and I bought a pool noodle, cut it up, and put some zip ties on it. But also, you want to put reflectors on these things. Let me see. This is how I did mine. I put reflectors on the back of them, on the back of my truck bed extender, so people could be able to see me at nighttime, because usually 9 times out of 10, that's when I'm leaving. I'm leaving at nighttime. And you definitely don't want nobody running into the back of you and tearing up your kayak. Another thing that I always do, I always make sure I have shoes on my feet, man. When I see people on them kayaks, man, without no shoes on or nothing like that, I just hope they don't flip over, because you can be on top of an oyster bed or something. And if some of y'all don't know, man, them oyster things are sharp, man. They will light your ass up. They will light you up, man. I'm trying to tell you, they will bust your feet up. And I had that happen to a partner of mine where it split him real bad, and he had to go to the hospital and get all these other shots because of bacteria, infection, and all that, man. You do not want them problems like that, man. You do not want that. And then, whereas, you know what I'm saying, especially he has a job where he has to, you know, be on his feet all day. Man, you don't never want to do nothing like that, especially miss no money at that. You know what I'm saying? So I always, man, I bought these little shoes right here. These little Vibrams, man. They was cheap. Little toe, man. Everybody I know, they call them my toe shoes. They see me with them all the time in the stores. I wear them to the mall. I don't care. There ain't nothing about fashion to me. And that's what I wear out on the water. And those things, they perfect for me. They comfortable, you know. It takes a while to break them in for you, get your toes in between them. But, man, after you break them in, man, they real good shoes, real comfortable shoes. I actually wear those or the Crocs that I have on more than anything. And, yeah, I always try to make sure that I have shoes and stuff on this feet. Y'all probably can hear me taking deep breaths and stuff, man. It is cold out here. I'm from Louisiana and I cannot stand the cold weather. People say they can't stand when it's hot. I love when it's hot. I can't stand when it's cold. I'm not a cold weather person. Never will be, never have been, and it just ain't gonna happen for me. And another thing, I also got a life, speaking of life jackets, my dog has one. Keep one for him too. Even though he is a professional swimmer, I always like to keep one on him. He don't like it, he'll about chew it off of him, but hey, I try to keep it on him, mostly, but anyway, what else? You know to always keep your paddle with you. You want to always keep that hats. Get your hat, man. Go buy your hat, man. I bought this little hat off Amazon. It got this little part right here, and it has a little face thing, but I got a Hoorag face mask that go over my face with this, and this just cover the back of your neck. I always have some sunscreen, man. You do not want to get burnt sitting out there in that water, because, you know, some of us like to be out there all day. I'm an all dayer, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to go out there. If I leave at 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, I'm not coming back home at 10. First off, I live far out, so I'm driving to the, I'm gonna be out there all day. I ain't coming back to nightfall probably, or the late afternoon type, 5, 6 o'clock. That's about the time I'm coming home. I'm not coming home, and so I just want anybody that want to come fish with me, you come fish with me. We go to any spot you want to go to, or spots that I know of, or whatever. But just know, if you ready to go, you're gonna have to go by yourself, because I like to sit out there all day, and I don't get to do it as often as I would like, so I try to take that time and enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? So, and another thing, I do a lot of night fishing too sometimes. Somebody needs some breaks. I do a lot of night fishing sometimes, so I have lights. I put these lights on the back, cheap. This one here needs batteries. Cheap, inexpensive lights. A good friend of mine, Hard Hitter, he put me on these, man. Get these lights, man. You have to have these lights, man. I'm telling you. And like my boy, he always invite people to go with him. If you don't have these lights or some type of light on your kayak at nighttime, hey man, we can't be responsible for you, man, because that's a safety hazard, you know, that you got to have. That's just a safety hazard. I also have one for the front, and this here you just twist. It's just a little suction. You put it on the front, and it's a light also. Got the red and the green, and then I also have another light for the back right here. It clips on right here, and this is just a white light, good white light. That's bright, and that's what that is. Just little safety things, man. I always make sure I have those, and good straps and stuff like that to have, and also carry I got a first aid kit in here somewhere. Carry your first aid kit, man. You never know when you might get hooked or something like that, man. You might hook yourself or fish or scales on one of them big reds, or you catch a hard head and he poke you or something like that. You might get cut, or you might cut yourself with a knife or something. I always carry a first aid kit. I got one in here somewhere, probably more than one. I don't know why I go to the store and I buy one, and then a month later I look and be like, nah, I don't think I got one of those. And I end up buying another one, and I end up with all these first aid kits, then I end up passing them out because I got too many of them. But anyway, that's another story. But safety, 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 man. Always be safe on that water, man. I'm telling you, man. I mean, it is not worth risking your life out there trying to be macho, man, dog. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna win against that water. That's just not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. That is a powerful beast, a very powerful beast. Also, if you're fishing cross channels and stuff, man, make sure you look out for those barges, those ships coming through that channel. Don't be playing. If you're going across channel, go and get across there and go on about your business. Don't sit in that channel, play, and trying to fish in that channel. That boat gonna let you know that your boat ain't big enough for him. He gonna let you know, and he gonna hurt you real bad. So please, if you're trying to go across any kind of channels or something like that, man, go on get across there. Ain't no playing. Go on paddle, pedal, whatever you got, motorized, however you do it. Go on get across there, man. And let's see, I always keep my paddle with me. my Werner, redfish powder, grape powder. It also has a what it is? They call it, I think, a ferrule or something. Like you can adjust this thing 45 degrees, 35 degrees, whatever fits comfortable for you. That's a great powder, expensive powder from ACK, but hey, I love it, man. It works. It powders this mothership up and down that water, man. And what's that? And yeah, I think that's about it, man. And oh, another safety thing, man. I hate this. This is one thing I hate. When you have your rods on your boat and your pole holders, please lock your hooks down, put them through an eye or something. You can see all my hooks up here. They all through an eye, they tight. They somewhat locked down. Man, I hate it when people paddling, they hooks and weights just swinging round and round. Man, that thing come and end up and grab you by your cheek or something, you're gonna be in a bad place, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna be in a bad place. So lock all that stuff down, man, and yeah, man, and just be safe out there, man. Just be safe and careful, man, and stuff like that. Oh, another thing. At nighttime, I'm sorry, I almost missed it. Got one somewhere, I just had it. I don't know what I did with it. I probably put it in the house. Get you a headlamp. Cheap headlamp off Amazon. Man, a lot of my stuff that I get, I order from Amazon. I order a lot of stuff from Amazon, man.